We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they won their last contest, that game against Portland. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but, guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, Conley and Allen in the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 3. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook kicks to Roberson, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Conley with it.
Move the ball and stick it
Carter
to Mike.
outside. To the inside. Here's Gasol. And Cantor pulls it down. And here are the... Here's Roberson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Adams' shot is good.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Here's Freak, following the score by Oklahoma City. Back to Conley. The dish now to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Freak. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Roberson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Roberson. There's a screen. Back to Westbrook. He dishes it to Ibaka. Stolen by Randolph. Now Conley. He had 19 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Offside Gasol. Dishes it to Conley. Here's Randolph. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Grizzlies, Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Jordan Adams in for Mike Conley. And he sinks the second. 1:24 left to play in the first. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Stevenson passes to Freak. Kicks it out to Stevenson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Well, you've seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Michael Conley is second.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it... is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
And the Thunder making a switch here. McGarry's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Mike Conley's checked in for Freak. Adams' shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Stolen by Stevenson. The feed to Conley. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here.
Well, Kevin,
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. 12 points and the 2 nice steals as well. He's given them.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
well, Mark, this team seems to have a rhythm going and building on some great momentum. What's been the key to the success this group is having?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
All of nights I had to struggle trying to find some dinner. They don't really love me. They not really.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now. Mike Conley. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
Conley's got so many things he brings to the team.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew. This is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
I told you. Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box. Check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. And I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's a road game for the Grizzlies, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip. This game an interesting matchup for them, facing another middle-of-the-pack team. They're looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that they've got. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Vince Carter. And Freak subbed in for Tony Allen. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Brandon Wright is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Conley, and it's Anderson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Freak missing.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. It seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Conley dishes to Freak. And Wright kicks to Freak. Pulls up, high post. Can't get it to go.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Anthony with it. Now Wright defending. Now here's Roten. He's tightly guarded. Calderon, that's good.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The pass to Wright. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Wright's got his first points of the night.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Calderon passes to Roten. It's Anthony with the drive. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Conley. The feed to Wright. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
For New York, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Wright sets a screen. And we're through the first half of basketball here.
No, Carmelo.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested... So a close game sees New York take this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give him a lot of credit.
Jose, congratulations on the win here tonight.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Let's take them back.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quit Carmelo Anthony. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night.
And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. You evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your images cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make it flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about Team
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know?
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her
Hey.
talk to me like that, really?
This
You
is
can check her
way too
now.
cold in, and I
Yo,
ain't even
check
talking
her
about the
now.
weather. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister, you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents
a
in projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, Freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
And how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, CC. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do when you need to do it to get ahead. And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I get so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that means I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, this boy. OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's gonna attack the basket all night long. So I'm gonna make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip. In the Western Conference, currently holding on to that 8th slot, hanging on to their postseason plans.
Yeah, fourth and final matchup on the season, guys. And coming into this one, having won 2 of the first 3, there's the confidence there. The question is whether or not they can pull off the win tonight.
Well, there's no question about the confidence. They're looking to finish strong and close it out with the win. These two teams very familiar with one another at this point. Should make for a very combative matchup.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis. Handoff is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the small forward position. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Allen drives in. Memphis moving it around. Gasol. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Info and entertainment.
Free throw drops for Gasol. Now we know that Marc Gasol was one of the most sought-after free agents this past summer. Clark, all along, most figured he'd be back in Memphis.
Yep, a winning team, max dollars. And don't forget now, he went to high school in Memphis while his brother Powell played there. He's where he belongs.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Marc Gasol, a first-time All-Star starter last season. He and his brother Powell both starting in that game. The first time that's ever happened in league history, and having both those guys go head-to-head.
Howard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, listen, no doubt you could argue Marc Gasol is the best center in the league right now. I mean, this guy does it all. Defends, rebounds, passes, scores. I mean, he's also a great teammate. They all love him. And to me, that matters in the big picture. When you're talking about developing chemistry and trust, sometimes the difference between winning and winning it all is whether or not your teammates like you.
What they know or don't even know how to do, you know. So
that free throw, no good.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
The prize is your sanity.
Good on the second free throw. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Here's Allen. That one a little long. On defense, Memphis. It's a 3-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to
Jones comes in for Michael Beasley. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And Godlock subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Zach Randolph. And Stevenson's checked in for Vince Carter. And Freak subbed in for Allen. Wright sets a screen for Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. Freak kicks to Anderson. And again, Memphis no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. Their #1 priority is not to give up any looks on the inside, anything easy in the interior, guys. He told me, quote, "We want to have the key look like a fancy club out there. Crowded, not a lot of room, and very hard to get into." Sounds like your kind of place, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Here's the screen. Harden outside, lets it go from the wing, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here. To start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Wright sets a screen. Here's Freak. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the Jays.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Harden's shot is off.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Godalak gets the bucket.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Wright kicks to Barnes. Back to Wright. Here's Freak. Sweet little floater. Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Screen by Smith. Harden outside to the paint. Here's Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. He got it up. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
Let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career.
You know, coming in at 18, you know, really inexperienced, not knowing what this league was about. And I went through so many stages. I've grown tremendously over my career.
You kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective about himself and his game at this point of his career.
You know, that's a great point there, Kevin. I mean, like he said, he really has grown tremendously as a player, as a teammate, as a man, and just as an adult person in society. And he's become a real credit to our game.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. And off is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Freak is out there with Tony Allen. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates. Big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drive. Not much room to operate.
Rockets leading by 11. Harden outside. Here's Smith. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
You know, you talk about Trevor Ariza last season. I mean, his field goal percentage dipped to 40, mostly because he only took threes, or so it appeared. It's hard to be efficient if you're only shooting threes.
Here's Gaudlock, the feed to Smith. It's rebounded by Memphis. 1:19 left here in the second. Stevenson against Harden. Stevenson kicks to Barnes. Back to Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Anderson's shot is off.
And guys, when you think about Trevor Ariza, he was signed by Houston last year to play defense. I mean, and did he deliver on that end? He was usually matched up against the opponent's best wing scorer, and he had the highest steals average of his career, almost 2 a game. Add to that, he is a knockdown shooter from beyond the arc.
Smith wide open. He fires. And it's Smith again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stevenson drives in, and Anderson slams it in.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Stevenson against Harden. And that is good. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
From deep. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets lead by 13. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Josh Smith. And Josh, what was the key to how well this team played offensively?
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Hornets.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not.
The Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in, and the Grizzlies with some changes. And so here is Houston, and for the Grizzlies, Freak in at point guard. Pat Barnes is out there with Green. Then there's Chris Anderson, and it's Adams, and at the 2 guard. Beverly wide open. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach. It is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And for the Rockets, down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
Oh, my gosh, that was amazing.
Barnes against Harden.
You drive me crazy. #1, girl, you can't replace me.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Girl, you ain't come up, so why you showing up? I'm taking them shots, my partners, they loaded up.
Twice coming off the loss in
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden. Double figures in both points and assists for the double-double that led the way tonight. He was their motor offensively and really got the team fired up.
Well, he came to rescue the team.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem's ain't my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my banknotes the color bill scene. Half man, half amazing. Hope you send me out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a poet. A ghetto saints with grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiats, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem's ain't painting pictures, making new kind of skill, banking up to 12 figures. They call me Basquiat, pockets full of fat knots, dust to dawn. Your boy makes the street pop, got it on lock, money don't stop, make it hot. Love it when the bunnies bounce when they on top. Basquiat, I got 107 C's, making waves till the world knows me. Basquiat, y'all go deep. I dive in the heights, get up and then creep. I'm on my hustle and grind, I'm all about my money. No time for playing games when the game ain't funny.
Okay, yo, he's nice. What's his name?
Hey, he goes by the name Basquiat, yo. Basquiat puts game down on them bars, yo. I'm telling you. Hey, we record a nice mixtape. Hey, do a nice video, get some honeys up in there dancing. Hey, we could build a franchise around this, yo. Hey, I want us to do a deal, Freak.
What you mean by us, Vic?
I mean us, as in you and me and you, putting some serious Skrilla behind this and put me on, man. I'm Basquiat.
What?
You heard me? I'm Basquiat. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, you nice with it. What? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Thanks, man.
Basquiat.
Yo, we don't need no major label to make this happen, man. And in the end, we reap all the benefits. Think about it.
I know what you're thinking. I know as we pass Colonel Young Park, too.
Yo, Coach Judy was the best. I remember when she took us from park to park so we could play ball. She taught us how to be comfortable in places other than the courts and the projects.
Word. Yo, Coach Judy would have us shoot hundreds of jumpers all over the court with both hands.
Hey, you caught onto the ambidextrous thing real fast, though.
Right. Now, but you were a beast with the hops. You were like 13, 5'6", and could reverse dunk with two hands. Right. Come on, man. Whoa! Yeah, I used to bug all the older dudes out on the court.
Yup. Oh, good times, man. Good times.
What's wrong, Vic? What's wrong?
It's nothing, man. It's silly, really.
Come on, Vic, fess up.
I'm thinking about how fortunate you are. You know, how blessed you are. You know, you grew up with a mom's and a dad, both parents. Your family treated me like family when my dad died in Greenhaven in his 9th year on his 40-year bid. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I turn around, my mom's died from that flu. That sick parting gift my dad left my mom's.
No, I feel you, Vic. But it's all right, man. You know, your moms and pops were good people. You know, may they rest in power.
So you gonna patronize me now? You gonna pity the little boy whose worthless, low-budget parents died from AIDS? Is that what you're gonna do? Yo, don't pity me, all right? And don't play me neither. As a matter of fact, go play the lottery, because, hey, you never know. Your chances might be better.
Vic. What are you doing right now?
You got everything, don't you, freak? What do I have? Nothing. And I got nothing. You won't even, your cheap butt won't even front me the Skrilla I need to back a Basquiat mixtape, yo. Wow. And on top of that, I get banned from traveling with the team. I get banned from the locker rooms. I get banned from the arena. What? Would you let them do this to your best friend, man? What kind of friend are you?
Vic, you being serious right now. You're serious. Yeah, you sound like you on some Welch's sour grape right now, man. You jelly?
I ain't jealous of you, freak.
You sure, man? Because this, well, I don't know what you call this little tirade. It spreads like some Welch's grape jelly. Are you jealous?
Like I said, I ain't jealous of you, freak. As a matter of fact, I think you are jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you jealous of the way that I'm laying it down with these hotties on Instagram while you stuck at home with your one blazing beauty. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't get heated because you went behind my back to get at Yvette, and she turned you down, B. Oh, what's wrong, Basquiat? Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Out there drowning in the middle of a whack lake without a lifesaver.
Brother, real talk. You know how I get. All right, I was feeling a little friendly. I got a little loose with it, you know. I was just up and out. You know me, man.
Save that riff for Heathcliff. Yvette told me all about it. I kept it on the low. See if you ever was gonna mention it. You did it. You broke the code, B. One never steps to his boy's boo, even after they break up. But you broke the code. And you know you did. But you know what? It's still all love here. But it's you who chooses this life in these streets. You know, you want to get on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder, trying to chase these thirsty tens. Yeah, use my name as a coupon. Reel them all in. Hey, sweet thing. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, shawty, you know I'm a FOF, a friend of freak. And then when they husbands and boyfriends start coming after you and you want to play the macho man role, start throwing hands, scrapping and fighting, who's the one that has to bail you out of jail? Huh? Who's the one that has to pay these lawyers in six-figure settlements, huh? Me! Not you. Oh, no, not you, Vic. And then when you want to throw these lavish parties without consulting me, who's the one stuck with the bill, Vic, huh? Me! Not you! But me. I have hit you off in the past 10 months with $250,000, Vic. $250,000. That's a lot of money. I don't mind you eating, but when you being a glutton, and the glutton off my plate and my food,
love is love. But I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now, Vic. 100. As usual, 100.
You right. Right, freak. You've been carrying me for a long time. I've been a burden and a hindrance to you. And I'm sorry. I thank you for your generosity of finance. I thank you for your generosity of friendship. I thank you for your generosity of spirit.
You know what? It's all good, my brother.
But you owe me.
Owe you?
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah, how you figure
Big
that?
time.
Uh-huh. How? How?
Dirt Bike Donnie. Remember him? Dude who was robbing everybody in the towers?
Vic, I thought we was never, ever gonna talk about that.
Oh, you thought wrong, homie. I remember it like it was yesterday. Remember when we were on the stairwell in the building? Remember that? We had just brought our sheepskin coats from Delancey Street, our senior year of high school. You were the hottest prospect in the country. and Donnie's jealous butt, man, he had it out for you and me. But more so you, freak. More so you. Remember when he saw our brand new fresh sheepskin coats? Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
Man.
Oh, man, he wanted your coat.
Yo, nah, Vic.
Oh, he wanted it so
Vic,
bad.
no, we were fighting, all right? We were fighting. Okay, then he reached in his coat, and when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled back, he fell down steroid by himself and cracked his head in two.
Yo, man, hey, calm down. Yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said. Everything happened so fast. You know, you was working off of adrenaline and pure instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down a flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe from me, Free. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember. When Dirt Bike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me! Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you! You're a clean freak. You clean it in the Board of Health. 'Cause of who? 'Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that. Oh, man. Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, yo, beat this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they're collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No.
No?
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat, man. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who's that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life, I need a strong woman.
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against Miami. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
We've got a chance here to set the floor. And so here's Memphis. 6-point game. Now the dish to Freak. Back to Conley. Softly drops in the floater. Conley's got 6 points. Going over some of the quickest players in the league, you think about Mike Conley and Clark. What sets him apart is that he's always under control, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he takes great care of the basketball, uses the change of speed and hesitation moves to get where he wants to go, and he's masterful in getting into the lane and finishes with both hands.
The feed to Freak. Back to Conley. On the wing, Stevenson. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Marjanovic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
You know, Mike's such a gifted decision maker with the basketball. Deadly in the pick and roll. A threat to pass, shoot, or finish inside. And how about that teardrop that he's perfected? Able to finish with either hand. Just a terrific strength of his game.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Randolph a screen. Conley kicks to Freak. San Antonio with the rebound.
And, you know, if you think about Mike Conley, some of the similarities to Tony Parker. I mean, they both present that tremendous quickness and balance between scoring and passing. Both are also terrific finishers in the paint. And look, they started at opposite ends. Parker, more of a scorer. Conley, more of a passer. But now I see a lot of overlap as their games have evolved.
And Gasol gets it to go.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now, here's Mills. Here's Marjanovic. Covered by Conley. They get it back. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Shoots from the elbow. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Spurs leading by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Mills passes to West. Zach Randolph with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Now Freak for 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role. Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to...
Find out. Some players, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Freak, he's in at point guard. Chris Anderson out there with Wright. Then it's Matt Barnes, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He picked up 5 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. This was just the game he wanted to have as he leads his team to the playoffs. You want to be hot late, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Spurs leading by 4. And, of course, Tony Parker. So big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Here's Duncan. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead for Memphis. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Freak. Back to Barnes. 3-pointer. Here's Freak. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Careless play for him. That's 3 turnovers now in the quarter. He's got to do better.
Boris Diaz checked in for Manu Ginobili. Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Carter comes in for Freak.
Fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways
and so we wrap up the first half. Spurs lead by 8. And
thanks, Kevin.
Still calling my expendables because it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there. Here's Freak. And for the Grizzlies, Freak in at point guard. Green is out there with Barnes. And there's Anderson. And it's Adams in at the 2. Here's Freak on the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Marcus, a fine performance for you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. LaMarcus Aldridge.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this club. Wow. Get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
That wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up, not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And
I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're going to be down with the team, I got to show you the dap.
The dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, swish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.